Hello and welcome back to Nerdmageddon here on KZLX LP Maryville and on the KNWT Facebook and YouTube page. Thanks for hosting us again. I'm your host, Simon Clark. With me, I have...
Hello, I am John Taylor, and I'm wearing a blacksmith's sweatshirt from YouTube. It's pretty awesome.
That's what that is?
Michael Cthulhu.
I always thought that was like Mr. Freeze every single time I looked at it. Anyway, on my other side, I have...
Hi, I'm Molly Hauser, and I have a very plain shirt, but my hair is purple, so, I got that going for me.
You did change your hair.
It's been this way since the summer, but yeah.
Okay. It looks more vibrant, I guess.
That's because the front parts have all, kind of faded, so I have those tied back, so you can see the back parts that don't fade.
Okay. Right on. And then next to her, we have...
Hey, folks. I'm not used to it still.
I know.
Richie, here hanging out. Going back to your sweatshirt, I thought that was Star-Lord, honestly, with the goggles.
Yeah, I can understand with the goggles, but if you saw him, he has literally these goggles with his own PVC-made mask that has
awesome.
air tubes so he could breathe out the back so he's not breathing. It's awesome.
It's for the exhaust, right?
He's just an Irish guy who just blacksmiths with shirtless. That's about it.
Cool.
Wait.
The dream.
So he has breathing tubes, so he doesn't breathe in what he's doing, but he blacksmiths shirtless.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. Sounds about right. He's Irish.
Fans.
It's for the fans. Yeah. He makes giant swords.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go ahead and hop right into the news. One of our first things that we've got, Will Poulter is going to be Adam Warlock in the next Guardians of the Galaxy movie, and I am so excited because I've been waiting for Adam Warlock to be introduced. So, let's talk about this. It was announced literally 3 days ago on a Geek Tyrant that he was going to be playing Adam Warlock. For those of you who don't know, Adam Warlock is basically the living embodiment of one of the Infinity Stones. And I believe what Ben and I have talked about is that we're thinking that he's made with Peter Quill's DNA.
I did hear that, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's a white boy with a big forehead.
Yeah.
So
and the eyebrows.
And the eyebrows.
You can't.
Every time I see him, he has the same look as the kid that lives on your street that you never talk to, but you see in school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also a likable face. You know what I mean?
He's been in a lot of movies. Well, most of the movies that he's been in, he's died or has been
Maze Runner was probably one of the biggest ones he was in.
Yeah. I never actually watched Maze Runner.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you read the books?
I tried.
Yeah, right.
I didn't.
That's fair.
I didn't start enjoying to read until
So
recently.
I picked up the Bible.
Okay. Okay.
What?
Anyway, so Guardians of the Galaxy 3, it will be coming out later in 2023.
I can get the date.
And it's just exciting because everything that I've seen Will Poulter, and he's a great actor. He usually plays the same character every time, so I think this is going to give him the opportunity to play somebody a little bit more serious and a little bit more, worldly. I don't know how else to
It'll be
describe
interesting to see his range.
Yeah, absolutely. How are you guys feeling about Guardians 3?
I am excited.
You're excited?
You go ahead, Molly. You were breathing in.
It's just I'm excited, but at the same time, we've got 2012 Gamora running around with no memories and essentially just back to square one. She was the only female on their team, unless they're going to have Nebula there. But Nebula seemed like she was going to go run off and do her own thing. So it's just, I don't know. It's back to Peter, Drax,
I don't even know. I don't even know if we're going to have...
tree.
We might not have Drax for very much longer.
Oh.
We might not. Dave Bautista, he's talked multiple times about not wanting to do any more films with no shirt on.
Oh, jeez.
He's basically saying, I'm 50, I don't like being used for my body. That's why he left WWE. And,
Okay.
it makes sense. I get it.
This could be his final movie then. His goodbye.
Could be.
Thor's going to be in it, too.
Yeah.
I just feel like they're all going to kill each other without Gamora there.
They will.
So,
oh, yeah.
Excited to see that.
Absolutely. And, again, Adam Warlock, I really was happy that they decided to put him in because he's a big like proponent in multiverse world. Like he's like one of the saving graces. I hope he's not being used as a villain in this, because if he is, then I'll be very disappointed.
It might be traumatized child villain that they adopt.
Huh.
Could work.
Interesting.
Yeah. Could work.
I
Interesting
could
story.
see it going that way.
So it's like a Nebula situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this Warlock fella, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not too familiar with him. I hadn't actually heard about him until this announcement.
Until today.
Yeah.
Is he more of an evil guy in like previous iterations and like comics and stuff like that?
No. So imagine Doctor Strange, but more powerful and like just doesn't want anything to do with anyone.
Oh yeah.
Are
like-
you saying this is the John Constantine, but with less alcohol?
Yep. Well, Space John Constantine. Yes.
Space John Constantine.
Yeah. Minus the alcohol and drugs and stuff. But yes.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah. He's an interesting fella. So
I'm excited for the new movie.
It'll be interesting. It's been so long too since the last one.
I know.
But they've had so much stuff in between.
Yeah,
I
we're gonna
know.
have to wait a whole year. Like 2023 is when it comes out. So
Yeah.
it'll
Man.
be a while.
Yeah. Wow.
It's frustrating. On to our next story. We've got Netflix ordering a spin-off of That 70s Show, calling for a That 90s Show. Let me tell you, I'm not a fan.
I'm not
I
a
don't want
fan.
this to happen.
I've been expecting this to happen.
I mean,
because-
I know they're gonna make it happen. It does. It's
Well,
just,
they try and do this to every show.
And they've been talking about it since around the time that, because that 70s show was made, I can't remember how many years after the 70s. So when that same time period had passed for the 90s, people were like, oh, time for our That 90s show.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a whole new cast. And whenever you have an extremely popular show and you do a spinoff
They
like
want
this,
some returners though.
They do.
They do, but who's going to do it? Unless they're strapped for cash, they're not going to be coming back to a spinoff show.
Well, it says right here the only returning members are Kurtwood Smith as Red Foreman and Deborah Jo Rupp as Kitty Foreman. So the parents are coming back, but like,
What else are they
without
gonna
the
do?
kid.
What else are they gonna do?
where's Ashton Kutcher? Where's
Yeah.
Mila Kunis? Where are they at?
They're not
They
coming
still
back.
haven't gotten everyone, because it does say that they're hoping that they'll get more people for like guest appearances.
Mm-hmm.
But it is kind of like, well, they've got the parents.
Yeah, I mean, like all of these people have gone on to do like greater things.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's just like,
I don't think this is something that should happen. I
no,
think-
not at all. And I saw a tweet about this. It was like, can Hollywood and like film and media producers just let like millennials rest for a minute? Like, can we just like not revive shows from
A
that era
beloved
for a
show.
bit?
Oh, like
Right.
Like, give them something new for once. You know what I'm saying?
Here's my take on another spinoff thing, all right?
Yeah, yeah.
Favorite show of all time, not really nerdy, Frasier, all right? Let me talk
Ooh,
about
yeah.
Frasier. all
Frasier
right?
spinoff. Oh my
Well,
God.
Frasier was a spinoff of Cheers.
Yeah.
It did its completely its own thing, and it did wonderful. And they had episodes where they brought back casts from Cheers, and those episodes are some of my favorite.
Mhm.
But it was very few and far between.
That's fair.
I feel like naming a show That 90s Show, you're taking well, man, I can't even think of the word. The appearance of, or the whatever, of the
appeal.
last show,
The
and trying to
appeal.
copy it instead of making its own thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which
that's
I feel like
exactly-
that's not going to work.
No.
Yeah.
Or be
And
interesting.
especially if they're trying to get cast members from that 70s show to like appear on it, like it would just taint what's that 70s show left behind, you know?
I
Right.
mean, it seems like they're doing what Disney did with Boy Meets World,
No.
where they did the Girl Meets World thing.
Get
and
out of here.
like the description for the show is even the daughter of Eric and Donna are visiting her grandparents, and she bonds with a new generation.
No, we don't need that. though.
Like,
We don't need that.
Yeah.
We're not. It's not Disney though. We don't need
it's
it.
not Disney.
We
I
don't
don't
need
know,
it.
man. I don't know. Not my thing. Not my cup of tea, personally.
I've actually never seen that 70s show. I
Oh,
just
it's a
know
cute-
that
it's a
like
great show. It really is.
this is gonna be.
It's goofy, and I love it. Up next on Nerd News, posters and photos from several different movies. First off, the new Scream movie. It's simply just titled Scream, as far as we know. It is set to come out later next year. And some of the characters that we have in here, we've got a strange but interesting cast. One standout character that I know of is one of my fiance's favorite men, Dylan Minnette, who is from 13 Reasons Why and also from the band Wallows. That's why she likes him. It's because he's a good singer.
Big musician guy.
Yeah, he is. It's interesting. I'm excited for that. I mean, like, we got other great actors and actresses, like, how do I pronounce this name? I'm so sorry.
Matt Bettinelli.
Matt Bettinelli Open. Yeah.
Melissa Barrera.
That's a cool name.
Yeah.
Jenna Ortega.
Yeah. Jack Quaid from The Boys. That's gonna be good.
I heard that
I'm
show's
excited
great.
for that. It's great. Yeah. But most of it looks like that there's some returning characters as well from the original Scream. But there's some shots that make me think that they're kind of like making it stay in like that kind of 90s, early 2000s realm.
Yeah.
Mainly because of Dylan Minnette's hair. Like, it's one of those awkward bleach blonde things that they do in like the 90s or
Right.
the 2000s, kind of like the frosted tips, but it's obvious that it's just like the top part of his head.
Adding to that, I think in one of the screenshots I saw a landline in the background.
Oh no!
So
Well,
if they're really going for the early 2000s kind of situation,
they might, because another thing is like,
But also,
yeah, it's straight up home. It's like landline phones. I'm looking at it right now. I think they're doing the same thing that John Carpenter and people are doing with Halloween now.
right.
Is that they're making sequels to the original movie that overwrite the sequels that were made earlier. So like Halloween 2 doesn't exist anymore in the canon technically. The true canon is Halloween, and then like
Halloween 2.0.
no Halloween
2.0.
Yeah, it's different from the second
Man,
one.
well, no, okay. So there is actually a Halloween movie called Halloween 2, and they have it like H2O. It's bad.
What?
Yeah, it's bad.
I know what you're talking about.
It was
yeah.
like in the early 2000s.
Seems
and
like
they're
a parody.
yeah,
dude,
it's,
I will show you during the break.
Oh,
It's
you need
weird.
to.
It's weird.
Going to real quick though, I'd like to add for the cast of Scream. I heard they actually have this costume designer helping with the costumes. This guy named Edvard Munch. He's going to be.
Oh
helping
my God,
with
we
the,
love Edward Munch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's going to be helping with the costumes for Scream.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's great. That makes me very happy. Other shots that we have, other photos and posters that we've seen, specifically set photos. Timothy Chalamet is playing as Wonka in a Willy Wonka reboot. I'm not sure how I feel about this, specifically the photo that we're all looking at right now.
It's bad.
It's cropped like that for some reason.
It's cropped
If you
weird.
scroll down, you'll see the actual
Even
post.
when
and
you
it's-
see the full like image, it's still not like I want to know what he's staring at.
Okay, think about it.
And why?
Think about the previous Wonkas. Were they sane? No.
No,
Okay.
you're right.
Well,
this
you have a point.
defines what Wonka is going to be. And it's probably going to be a mixture of Gene Wilder and Johnny Depp. And it's going to be his own thing. What?
I
no,
argue.
just that description is just so funny.
What do you mean?
Gene Wilder and Johnny Depp.
Because
put
they
them
were the
together.
two previous Wonkas. So
Yeah,
he's going to
but-
look
oh
at
my
them for
goodness.
research.
I argue that this is going to be more of a Gene Wilder Wonka than
Of course.
I'll agree with that.
a
He's
Johnny
the best
Depp
one,
Wonka.
in my opinion.
In my
Yes,
opinion as well, yeah.
Right?
But
It
I
was-
do feel there was a weirder approach to the newest one with like just the visuals they went with and the factory. I feel like they're kind of gonna steer near that with maybe what they're gonna visualize. But I honestly we've only had this picture, so this is all just like speculation, really.
Well, I'm thinking because it's like Tim Burton, he had his hands all over that the most recent Wonka.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why it's kind of weird and awkward looking. This one, I don't even think we have much information on it besides Timothy Chalamet is going to
exactly.
be in it.
We're
just
gonna
making
CGI
speculation.
What's his name? They're going to CGI Christopher Lee in for the beginning. know,
Christopher
they're gonna
Lee
bring-
as the
Christopher Lee.
Overture.
Yeah, they're gonna
as
bring
the,
it
as the
back.
dentist
Yeah.
father.
Oh,
Yeah.
But make him
my
younger, like
God.
what they did with Leia Star Wars.
Yes.
Here's my biggest concern for this movie.
Okay,
I hope
what-
they
what
don't.
is it?
I hope they don't skimp out on the child deaths like in the previous
Yeah.
one. You know,
Maybe
I
they're-
think that.
What if this is
what
rated
if-
R?
Dude, yeah, I was gonna say.
for Halloween.
What
Oh.
if this is going to be like a scary Willy Wonka,
That
like
would
they
be-
did with the witches recently, which I'd never heard anything besides it's coming out, and it was out, and I didn't hear anything about it.
Silent
Hey.
release.
I don't think it's gonna be a scary movie because it's written by people who made Paddington too. So
Also,
Paddington 2 beat out Citizen Kane on Rotten Tomatoes.
Who
It
doesn't
did.
like marmalade sandwiches? Come on now.
That's fair. Okay, Molly, you were saying
I was just gonna say, like, it's not gonna be scary because he looks like a Muppet.
he does. He does. He looks like Gonzo from
Muppets.
the Muppets.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
If he's a Muppet, I want to be the puppeteer. You know what I mean?
I just know this photo got leaked. Like, this photo was put online, and all of a sudden I just kept seeing all these memes about, like, the hat, his outfit.
His outfit is literally like wrinkle and all.
Yeah.
It is Gonzo's outfit. Like,
Yeah.
It's funny. I think it'll be interesting, and I
they're
mean,
still keeping the musical aspect to
They
like
are.
have some songs. So
Well, you have to.
Timothy
right?
Chalamet singing.
he can sing. Most people
I
in
know.
Hollywood
I know.
can
It's
sing,
just that's going to be cool to see.
or at least you should sing if
You'd
you're in
expect they have
Hollywood.
enough resources to learn how to sing. I'll tell you that.
I mean, Dwayne the Rock Johnson learned how to sing for Moana, so
That sounded pretty good. I think. I
He-
guess
he
sounded
was very
really
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
he was good.
Everybody
great.
knows the one song.
You
You're
talking
welcome,
about
right?
Yeah.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good song. Anyway, outside of that, we ramble a lot, don't we?
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Well,
It
there's a
is.
lot to talk about.
There
you know?
is. There's so many different like facets to all of this, and it's
Like a
kind of
tree.
fun. Not
It is.
not very many times do we get the chance to sit and talk like this.
It's good.
But next up on our news segment, we have Peacemaker series is coming out, and man, I'm kind of excited for it. They basically just dropped like a 1-minute teaser promo.
yeah.
And it looks goofy. It looks really funny. It is definitely going to be a rated R thing, but it is literally the promo is just of John Cena's
Just
Peacemaker
introduction to
walking
him joining
into
the
a
force.
diner in full regalia.
He does.
And they're like,
Yes.
"What are you wearing?" He's just like, "This is my uniform. This is what I wear."
This is
They're
what I
like,
wear to work.
What do you?
It's like, do you have a bald eagle in the back
Yeah.
of your car?
It's
Yeah,
so
that's
good.
Eagly.
He's just screaming America.
It's so
good.
funny. It's interesting, and I love that they're expanding this character because he was one of the most enjoyed characters
Oh.
on there, next to Weasel and
Weasel? You said Weasel?
yeah,
The true survivor.
The true
Dude,
survivor?
he's
Oh my
he's
gosh.
something. Next to Weasel and oh God, what's
Ratcatcher?
There was Ratcatcher, there was King Shark, there was
Polka
Polka
Dot
Dot
Man.
Yeah.
I almost just
I
called him the
almost-
Spot, and I'm like,
The
that's a
Spot.
Spider-Man villain.
The
Like,
Spot.
The Spot. No, Polka Dot Man. Everybody loves him too.
He was very good.
he's a very good
I
character,
loved
yeah.
his character.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just interested to see
John Cena do
John
something that is.
No, it's going to be amazing. Seeing the
it's-
movie
yeah.
and him in action, it was the
That's
best.
the thing. When wrestlers shift over to acting,
It's always good.
always funny. I just don't want to see another Dwayne the Rock situation where he's in every.
No, he's
Oh,
not.
no,
He's
he's-
not going to be in everything because he's been in the movie industry for like 15, 20 years now. Like,
Right.
And he's still slowly coming back for other stuff. But
He's
Dwayne,
only.
Dwayne hit a spike and just
Yeah.
kept going and never stopped.
Yeah, I don't think he's peaked yet.
Yeah.
I think he peaked with Jungle Book, or not Jungle Book.
Jungle Cruise.
Jumanji.
Which one?
Oh.
The first one. The first one. He peaked with Jumanji, I
Man.
think.
Huh?
The second one's really good too, but
There's the new one, Jungle Cruise, that he's in.
Jungle Cruise is another one. He's in 2 different Jungle
Yeah.
movies. If you haven't known.
I just remember the one where he was like in a tower in Dubai and he had to save his family, and he had a
What?
prosthetic
What?
leg.
Oh, I know what you're talking
That's the
about.
only one
I'm
I
so
can think
know what
of.
you're
Isn't
talking
that, isn't
about.
that called like The Climb or
No,
something
no,
like
it's
that?
not called
I was
The
already
Climb.
like
I
cut
need
an
to-
That's a
elevator.
Miley Cyrus song.
It's
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh Oh man,
I don't
I
know,
forgot
man.
about that movie. I think that was
I have-
like the flop.
I
that
don't
he
think
had.
anybody went to saw it, but it's so hard to forget because I
It's-
saw the trailer so many times
I
through
went and saw
ads.
that movie. Skyscraper. It's just called
Skyscraper.
Skyscraper.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
I don't know the whole point of that movie.
It's like
It was just like let's
I don't
make
know
a-
where everybody else in the tower went, but there's a group of terrorists who are like, we need to get Dwayne and his
He has a
family.
prosthetic leg for some reason.
I don't
Like,
know, man. Make it relatable.
It's just like, hey, we need a movie with you. We'll just work the movie around you. You just if
Oh,
we have
man.
you, that's all we need.
You're the star.
Anyway.
You're what's going to sell the
Exactly,
tickets.
Yeah.
John Cena, I'm sure he's gonna do great. I mean,
Peacemaker.
This character was very well loved. Anyway,
I didn't like him.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
most people didn't. The people who
Well,
didn't like
I know
him
why you
didn't
didn't
like
like
him. Yeah, they didn't like him for the
I don't
sole
wanna
reason
spoil.
that he is
Evil.
Hard. He's not. Well, he's
Eh.
evil, but he's not evil. He's
He's the real chaotic.
He was,
he's the true.
He's so lawfully
like,
good.
Lawful
yeah.
Lawfully good.
neutral,
No, he's good.
chaotic lawful.
He will do
He's
anything to make.
chaotically lawful.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
no good or bad on him. He's just I am
Yeah.
following the law because I think it's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
That
He
sort
makes
of
the
thing.
rules.
Yeah. Anyway, we should hop over to our recommendation from Molly. We had accidentally cut it short last time, so we didn't get to hear what it was for the YouTube people and people who kind of stopped watching after this part. But you asked us to watch Only Murders in the Building on Hulu.
Yeah.
And man, I love that. I love that show. It's adorable.
It's very good. Apparently the first season's almost done. I think they have like an episode left to air.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like 2 episodes behind, so that's fine with me.
Yeah.
Is it just a one season or is it
I'm
multiple?
not sure.
I don't think it'll stay one season.
I don't think it'll stay one season.
How many episodes are there so far?
So
Quick search.
far, yeah, I gotta look at this real quick.
I forget. I think we briefly touched the topic. Were they 30-minute or an hour-long episodes? Because I can't remember. for
They're
me.
like 40 minutes, I want to
okay,
say.
yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
So far there are
10.
9 episodes, but there's going
There's
to
a
be
10th
10.
one coming out, yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. I mean, like,
I
I miss seeing Steve Martin and stuff,
Oh.
and I'm glad that he's coming back. Same thing with Martin Short.
Martin
And
Short's so hilarious. I love it.
He's so funny, and he plays the same character every time.
He
It's
does.
the overly flamboyant.
He plays Martin
happy-
Short.
Yeah, he plays Martin Short. Yeah, you're
And
right.
Steve Martin more than likely plays Steve Martin just
Well-
as like a dad or grandpa figure. That's
Well,
pretty much what he is with the white hair
Hey,
now.
man, what's better than that? 2 Martins in one show. Huh?
Two
Two
Martins in
Martins.
one show. Yeah, that's actually good summarization of
Yeah.
the show.
And
Actually,
then they throw Selena Gomez in
It's
there,
like-
and what can go wrong?
well,
There you
it's
go.
interesting because Selena Gomez is like the main driving force for the
Uh-huh.
plot, besides these two
Oh my
goofballs who go off
gosh.
and do their own thing.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah, it's literally Selena Gomez is the one who's actually making the podcast, and they're just kind of like,
No.
yeah, we're making the podcast.
She's not actually making the podcast. She's actually investigating.
Yeah, she is.
They're
And
making the
then
podcast. They're having fun. She's like,
they're-
I'm trying to figure this out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
yeah.
no, that
It's
I only
They're
watched,
like, podcast. And she's like, guys, someone got murdered.
yeah.
come
in this
on.
building.
She's the Martin Wrangler, right?
Yeah.
She's the
Martin
Martin
Wrangler.
Wrangler.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Keeps a close rein on him.
Yeah, right?
Anyway, let's go around and do our ratings. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 Brazos because
Oh, 'cause
that's
that
such a
was-
great character.
That was a character on.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I will give it. Oh, I need to think. Oh,
Think
I
fast,
give it.
John.
I know. I give it a 4 out of 5. I'm just trying to think it. I give it 4 out of 5 episodes of OK Oklahoma. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Go,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
The podcast
podcast
they listen
that they
to.
listen to together. I love that. Yeah. And Richie, do you have a rating?
Yeah, I do. I want to give it. I do actually, Simon. I
Okay.
want to give it a 3.5 out of 3.5 out of 5. I had to stop there for a second because
Uh-huh.
I want to finish it before I give it a final verdict. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay. I like
So
that.
how I'm feeling though, it's gonna probably bump up.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
I like
All right. So it is now my turn to do another geek commendation. I apologize. It's going to be another like
No.
horror thing, sort of,
No.
but it's a
It's the
short
one.
film. It's a short film, is what it is. It's called SCP Overlord, and I am putting it up in our group chat right now.
Oh, it's only 35 minutes.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
had
that's
me
not
at
bad at all.
SCP, man.
SCP,
No, yeah,
it's
you
great.
had. Once you said that, I was like, okay, I'm willing
You're
to
so
watch
on
this.
board,
I'm
yeah.
willing to watch this now.
Anyway, that's all the time we have for now. We'll see you next time. This is KZLX LP Maryville Nerdmageddon. As always, you nerd it here first.